Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're starting an hour late, so I'm hoping to just hop right into the game. But hello, how's it going? And the litter robot is just going for it right off the bat. Love that. I'm sorry I'm late. We had the fridge coming to the new place, and it was supposed to get there by like 10:30, and I was like, okay, cool. But it showed up a little after 11. So it's fine. Just had to get here a little bit later. Yeah, it's good. We got one that has like plumbing hookup in the back, but they came in and looked at the pipe, and they were like, this pipe doesn't fit for the plumbing. And I was like, oh, okay. And they were like, so we can't really do it. So we'll just like call and talk about, reimbursement for that part of the installation process. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then they were like, actually, now that we look at it, it looks like it might be a gas pipe. And I was like, where the fridge goes? They were like, we don't know. We don't really know. But either way, we're not hooking anything into it. I was like, yeah. I mean, yes. But we have a fridge. We have a fridge at the place now, which is very exciting. And our washer and dryer are also being delivered this afternoon. So Sam is heading out to be on watch duty for that. You could have had a fridge with a flamethrower and turned it down. Either way, I don't think anything was going to hook into that fridge, So, yeah, that's the thing, right? Is this the new office? What? It's the same place. It's the same place. Hi, Sherlock. Yeah, so I was like, better safe than sorry. This is an old ass house, so just don't touch it. Just don't mess with it. What did this bottle originally contain? This one had candy in it, if you can believe. But it's a good shape. Hi, what's up? Hug? He says no. Headbutt? Okay, do that. I'm very excited to have a fridge at the other place because our diet has been all over the place. It's been a lot of toast, a lot of beans, the classics. My boy. Do you want to come to the new house? Do you want to come? Sweet boy. Hey, can I get you to not be on my mouse, though? That would be so sick. That would be so sick, nasty, dude. If you could, not be sitting, right there. That would be so gnarly for me, to be honest. Alright. Let's play a game. So quick, I know. But we're doing it. Oh, I have to turn this off. Hey. Hey-ya! Oops. Ah, tranquility. Okay. It's me. I'm small. Just like in real life. We played the demo of this game. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we're gonna need to adjust the warnings list. Oop. Oh my god, my mods cleaned up the command list. Fuck. God bless. It's so good. It's so nice. Okay. Yeah. Storyteller warnings. I'm trying to remember. I know people like die in it, or you can create situations where people die. But I'm trying to remember if we ran into anything like anything specific. Yeah, it's just a lot of fairy tale shenanigans, isn't it? We'll add to it as we go. I'm pretty sure that there can be suicide in it. The whole point of this game is you like you like create a story. You like fill in the blanks of a story. So, yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see. At the end of this book lies a crown. It is bestowed only to the finest storytellers of the realm. Every page is empty save for a title, and it is your duty to fill these pages with the most captivating tales. Complete this book and prove yourself worthy of the title of Storyteller. Adam starts alone, finds love, and dies happy. Finds love and dies happy. Cool. Eve dies heartbroken. Okay, so I think they're in love, and then Adam dies and she's sad, and then she dies. Okay. Seeing the ghost of a lover. Great. Broken Hearts, Chapter 2. A heartbreak is healed. Without any deaths. Oh, okay. I can do it again. Okay. There we go. Heartbreak is healed. Revive? Okay. Everyone rejects Edgar. Okay. Okay, now. Oops. Who's gonna die? I'll have Lenora die this time. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. Hi, Watson. Trying to figure out if someone dies and then the other person marries Bernard, then Bernard can also reject Edgar. It seems like they have to be married first in order to reject Edgar. Maybe. So if Lenora dies, then they can get married and there we go. He'll be like, no, I'm married, dude. Edgar, you gotta find somebody who's single, dude. Stories can use fewer frames. Surviving spouses find comfort. Okay. I don't know her. I guess it's sad. Kyleston, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the cat gang. Appreciate it. Okay, never mind then. And then Isabel dies. No. And Lenora dies. No. Okay. Apparitions. Edgar shocks himself. I thought maybe it was gonna be like, who is that? What, like, he dies? And gets amnesia about it? Holy shit, I'm a ghost! Rejected by your own spouse. Okay. Edgar dies. Lenora's like, oh my god. So Lenora gets married to Isabel. But Edgar revives. And he's like, babe, I'm back. No! Heartbroken spouses are reunited. Okay. I live, I die, I get rejected again. Okay. They're in love. They got married. He dies. No! Okay, hold on. He revives, but she's dead now. No! So then she revives. And they're like, yay! We're both alive. That's so wild. Heartbreak for everyone. Okay. They're in love. He dies. Oh my god. So now they're in love. But then she dies. What the fuck? Wait, it has to be Edgar. Okay. Now, Edgar is revived. And he's like, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. I figured it out. The cellar. Lenora drinks poison. Why she gotta do that? Wait! Is it... Okay. Should we put Romeo and Juliet shenanigans as a warning? Bernard deserves some love. But then Bernard dies. Oh my god. And she's sad, so she drinks poison because of Romeo and Juliet. Double poison! Oh my god, we're so in love. He died! It's chill. I'll drink this. But, oh my god, he came back to life. Oh, no! He's like, well, dying was better. Someone drinks poison twice? I got an achievement for that. Okay. Someone drinks poison twice. Okay. They're in love. Edgar dies. Oh my god! So she drinks poison. But then he's revived. And he dies again. Oh no, she's dead. I forgot. She drinketh the poison. She revives. She revives. But she's like, fuck, he's still dead! So she drinks poison again. She's like, who brought me back? Isabel remarries. Isabel remarries because she kills the first person. Okay, hold on. They're in love, but then they fight. Oops. So she's like... No. Okay, yeah, here we go. So she takes... and he's dead. So she's like, oh, that sucks. I guess I'll marry Lenora. Poison my only option. Isabel commits a crime. Yeah. She did do that last time. That's true. Isabel commits a crime. Maybe Edgar and Lenora are in love this time. And Isabel's like, She proposes to Lenora, but Lenora's like, nah, bitch. So Lenora's like, fine, I'll kill him. Yeah, okay, cool. Everyone meets their... Everyone dies! Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. I think it could be the same. There we go. Did it. A curse. A curse is Snowy and Prince. A curse is lifted. Oh no! Okay, hold on. Snowy and the prince meet, and they're like, wow! But then she gets cursed. No! You're both frogs! Get over it! Alright, does somebody have to smooch the witch? What's happening here? Sorry, one sec. Okay. Wait, why aren't you... Is this the size it was before? Okay, what about this? No! Come on, man. I'm about to try something really problematic, and I need you guys to not judge me. I just want to see if it works. Okay, no. I was just curious. If she would kiss the frog, you know? And now they smooch? Okay. They had to talk about it. It makes sense. They had to discuss it first. Prince saves Tiny. Okay. Come on, Prince. You gotta do it, Prince! No! Wow, the witch is really powerful. The prince saves Tiny. The prince saves Tiny. Yeah, she's just really into making frogs, you know? And that's... I'm happy for her. Oh, right. Oh. Oh no. Saves Tiny. After alt tabbing, the game shrunk. That's what I thought. I thought it had shrunk. Hold on. I guess that's the size it is. Alt tab again. It's the same, dude. Okay. Look, if we're really insistent, I can close it and reopen it. But I'm starting to think maybe it just always looked like this. Hold on, now I have to know. Now I have to know. Full screen no looked good on stream. Does this not look good? If it's full screen no, it's super tiny for me. This is full screen no. That doesn't look good on stream. What are you talking about? It's fine. I think it's fine. Thank you for adding to the warning list. Prince saves Tiny. God, I feel like I want to go to a different one. Which becomes the mirror's favorite? Oops. Nice. Good for you, witch. The mirror praises everyone. Oh my god, what? Oh my god. How does Froggy get praised? Okay. I know! The Tchaikovsky in the background is a good touch. Why not Frog? The mirror praises everyone. What are the conditions for it to praise the frog? Haiti would have to also die, but how does Haiti die? Oh, yes! There we go. Nice! What is this one? The prince saves Tiny. Prince saves Tiny. So obviously, Tiny's been turned into a frog. Tiny says, I got turned into a frog, dude. Oh. One sec, chat. Haha. Hello. I have things to eat now. Did Dukes move the desk again? In its old spot, she would faceplant into a wall. That is not true. It's because I'm flipped when we play a game. That's why it tripped you up. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so excited. How is the prince gonna save Tiny? I just don't know. Okay, so my thought process so far has been like Tiny tells the prince and then the prince defeats the witch, but he can't do that. She just turns him into a frog too. So then I was like, maybe Prince has to save Tiny by kissing Tiny. But even after they chat and he's like, I'm Tiny, dude. He's like, no way. Just do it. Suck it up, dude. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. I'm really stuck on this level. I'm Dodger. I'm eating a sandwich and I'm trying to figure out how to save this little man. Just do it! Just smooch him! I don't know, man. He will not kiss that frog, and he won't fight that witch. I don't know how the prince is supposed to do anything. Yeah, dude. I guess I'll just come back to it. Okay, that was pretty simple. Hi, Jaws! Okay. He loves the gun. Big gun fan. Detective arrests murderer. This feels too old for fingerprints, but... fingerprints. Nice. Four deaths. Okay. She only loves herself. Wait, that's funny. Okay, hold on. Wait, that's funny. He's like, maybe. He's like, absolutely not. she can't be there because she's kidnapped. Is she giving the thumbs up? What's happening? Okay, never mind. She can't kidnap them. I was like, if she throws both of them in the dungeon, then like who's even left, you know? Okay, that still didn't work. The queen has no interest in either of them. She only loves herself. A true self-love queen. So why are they giving me the kidnapping option? The only thing I could think. Maybe he saves her? And then they'll get married? Okay. Everyone sits on the throne. Nice. Oop. Oh, we don't hate him enough to kill him? Okay. He's sad about it, but he's sad, you know? He's sad about it. The queen marries again. Okay. Wait, how's it supposed to go? Oh, it's probably supposed to go the opposite way. Where, like... Oops. And then he gets out of the disguise, saves her, and then they get married. Yeah. We just did it the better way first, is all. Detective arrests a murderer. Oh. What? A thief. Butler gets fired. Yeah, he really committed to wearing that costume for the rest of his life, dude. No! Okay, he has to put the gun back. And then get fired. Spouse gets revenge. Get hecked, Butler. Duchess gets Butler arrested. Oh, I guess that doesn't matter. Or does it? There we go. Wait, what was the alternate? But the Duke isn't home. Oh. I guess he could just shoot her. And that would technically still be her helping him get arrested. No, okay. So she can't just die and have that wind up happening. Duchess gets Butler arrested, but the Duke isn't home. Yeah, it was, man, we were all very emotional after yesterday's session, for sure. We had our last Godforged session yesterday. I think it was like the perfect send-off, though. It was really good. Just gets Butler arrested, but the Duke isn't home. Then what is he getting arrested for? Just being a dummy? Prince saves Tiny. Prince saves Tiny. She turns him into a frog. And he needs to be saved. He goes and tells the prince. He's like, bro, I'm Tiny. If I have the prince go tell Snowy, they just kiss. And if I have the prince confront the witch, she just turns him into a frog. And if they're both frogs, the prince is still like, nah, I don't kiss frogs. Prince saves Tiny. Why can't we give the prince a gun? That's what I'm saying. Prince saves Tiny. If you try to tell me what to do, it'll get timed out. So just be aware. I will ask for help if I want help. Just suck it up, dude. Just kiss the frog. Why is this one so hard for me? I think this is the only one we've skipped, right? Yeah, this is the only one I've had this much trouble with. There we go. Problematic, but he did it. Duchess gets the butler arrested, but the Duke isn't home. The Duke isn't home. The only thing I haven't tried is the detective seeing the butler kill the Duchess. No. The Duchess doesn't get this shit done by being dead, okay? That's not feminism. So what does she do? I'm gonna start saying that when my brain isn't working at full capacity. The Duke isn't home. The Duke's not home right now, dude. It is what it is. The butler's got the gun. If the Duke isn't home, he doesn't technically commit a crime. Unless, okay, hold on. Unless she's like, bro? Oh, she hasn't seen anything yet. And then she's like, my dude? So then the detective looks. She's surprised, but he's not. He's like, I don't know. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave this up. You think on it, okay? You just think about it. Hello, sorry. But you've had a lot of time to figure this out, so I'm sure you've figured it out by now. There's never been a Duke. Oh my god, we've truly gone off the deep end, haven't we? I pooped for way too long. I'm so sorry. Might have to think on that some more. The usurper dies! What do you mean? You don't have the crown. Oh my god. God damn it. Nice. By the hand of the knight. Oh shit. But how can the knight... Oh, he'll have to kill the queen, I think. Okay. The knight loses his head. She's already on the throne. Oh. Who's that? I don't know. I don't give a shit. No, I didn't get the Duchess one. We skipped it for now. Knight loses his head. So my thought process was he gets executed, he's dead, and then he revives, but he doesn't have a head when he revives, I think is what it wants me to do. But how do I get the queen to kill him? Oh, he knows who she is. Well, I guess that makes sense. She's the queen. Maybe he's dead. No, even if he freaks her out as a ghost, she's fine. Amnesia. Even if she forgets everything, she's like, nah, I have standards. Oops. So what are other reasons that this butler could get arrested other than killing somebody? Because obviously just walking around with a gun is not illegal. Unless it is. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. And he brings it into the ballroom where the Duchess is watching him. And so she tells the detective about the gun. He's like, no reason for me to be here, dude. She tells the detective, but if he confronts the butler's like, what gun? And even if he has the gun, he's like, what gun? I love that the eyes aren't surprised that someone got shot. The Duchess gets the butler arrested, but the Duke isn't home. He's not home. All right. Floodgates are open. What are your ideas? Oh, a ghost does it. That's smart. She's not telling him anything though. Yeah, but I mean, then the fingerprints are what's getting him arrested. That's not what we want. The Duchess is supposed to get him arrested. The Duchess needs to tell him something, and it's not happening. Oh, okay. No! Feminism! Okay, floodgates are closed again. Knight loses his head. What happened? We had tried a bunch of ideas where the Duchess dies and then the guy is arrested, and we were like, those aren't working, which means the Duchess actually has to actively like tell the detective about an illegal thing, you know. It's not going to be that like her death is the reason that he gets arrested, because she's an active participant. She's not just here to die. But in the end, she died. So, what happened? How do I get him executed? The queen dies, and he's sad about it, maybe. But he has to become the king. But then, the queen is revived. And she's like, pardon? Where is my crown? So she kidnaps him and executes him. Oh, but she doesn't have the crown. Maybe we don't need this. No, we don't. She gets the crown back. She's like, fuck that boy. There we go. The poor knight. It's not his fault. Okay. Amnesia. The execution. She rejects him, so he wants to forget her. Nah, that doesn't work. He can't get the crown. So the Baron has to be the one who dies. But then why amnesia? Why do we have this? There we go. He's like, what did I do? Why did I, what am I doing? Wait, what was the other one? The execution of the Baron, the execution of the Queen. But you can't execute the Queen, though. Because he can't get the crown. So, like... Okay, that's fucked up, but we figured it out. Queen suffers 4 tragedies. Okay. She's napped. And he takes that. That's one tragedy, 2 tragedies. Okay, fine. I don't know, these feel like 4 tragedies to me. I need to think on that more. A cyclic, mutually toxic love affair. Okay. A double execution. The maid. They both love the king. The first ones were not quite so specific about who loves who. You could just do whatever you wanted. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. The king takes revenge. Oh, okay. Promotion, rags to royalty. No, ma'am. Since when? Since when? Since when? Since when? Let's see. Okay, what if... Baron rules alone. Okay. No. Oh, maybe. Kills the queen first. The king marries the maid. Then the baron kills the king. Marries the maid. Then kills the maid. Whatever works. Bernard drinks poison. He's like, must I? Hi. What, is he gonna have to like hurt Juliet or something? No! Did I do that? Whoops. Oopsie doodle. No, he still has no idea why he would drink poison. He murdered a girl, but it's fine. Okay. What are we gonna do, Watson? How do we do this? What do you think? Huh? What do you think? What you think? What you think? What you think? Mwah. Oh, they're in love. Oh, if we establish that they're in love first. There we go. The Queen gets the Baron arrested. Fingerprints on the costume? Damn, he's good. Cured of vampirism. Dracula, Mina, and John. Oh my gosh. Professor. Oh, Van Helsing? He's so proud of himself. Just two vamps hanging out. I guess that happens no matter what. Okay. Oh no. Cured. Two bros chilling in their coffins 5 feet apart. It's that. Yeah, it's exactly that. Dracula bites John. They're cured, right? Is that not right? I love this version where Mina takes them all out. Yeah, Mina kills everybody. That's the true version. What's this? Oh my gosh, she's still scared. It's like that TikTok audio where someone's like, babe, if I turned into a zombie, would you shoot me? And the other one's like, no, babe, I'd let you bite me so that we could be zombies together. And the first one goes, you're a fucking idiot. I would kill you in a heartbeat. It's that. It's the same energy. Man, these two, I'm kind of tripped up on these. Okay, cured of vampirism. Okay, so Dracula turns John into a vampire. Mina sees him like that, and she's like, oh my god. And he's like, you gotta stake him. But he says specifically stake Dracula. And then John's fine. Yay, we figured it out. Okay, cool. Moving on. Hi, Jimmy. Monster is slain. So the Baron dresses up as a monster, but Bernard actually is a werewolf. So which monster are we slaying here? Okay, they're indifferent to each other. Same with them. Okay. It's hard because depending on what you've done in the previous panels, the way that the panels appear or behave changes. So you kind of feel like you have to try random stuff to see like what does what, right? There's a huge difference between this and this, you know, like monster is slain. I'm not sure, dude. Oh man, we've almost done it. We've almost beaten the whole thing. Interesting. Okay. Haiti murders father and marries mother. Oh geez. Okay. Tiny is Hades' father? Wait, why does he hate his dad though? Oh. So if I explicitly say that she's his mother, they won't get married. Hmm. Okay. Tiny avenges his brother. Not enough to kill him, though, huh? Okay. Oh, except this should be Tiny, right? Oh, no. Tiny's the one who was killed. Tiny avenges his brother. Wait a minute. There we go. There we go. We got there in the end. Haiti is murdered by his daughter. Okay. Sure. Ooh. No, did the boiler die again? It's so cold. Oh, he's fine. He's fine with them being in love. Okay. He has no reason to hate that. But what if she sees that actually... Yeah. This dwarven family, they'll do whatever. I'm gonna check the boilers super fast because it's becoming quickly apparent to me that it is so cold. Watson didn't eat her breakfast. So she finally was like, I'm hungry. So I gave her her food. And I was like, I need to lure Sherlock away. So I'm trying to get Sherlock to follow me up the stairs. And Watson's like, where are you guys going? And starts following us up the stairs. And I'm like, go eat your food. Okay. I don't care. They seem happy. Both leave and return. Both leave and return. There's a version of Waiting for Godot that I think has... Is it Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen that play the leads? I can't remember. What happens in it? Two old men wait for something. And they've been waiting for so long that they don't know what they're waiting for anymore. It's great. You should watch it. Both leave and return. So I've done them both leaving at the same time and returning at the end. I've done them both leaving, both returning, both leaving, both returning. I've done one of them leaves, and then the other one leaves, and the other one leaves, and the other one leaves, and the other one leaves. I've done this one leaves for 2, and then the other one leaves for 2. I think I might be misunderstanding. Both leave and return. Haiti is murdered by his daughter. Huh. Oh, if he knows about it, then he won't go for it. But if he doesn't know about it, if he knows about it, he's like, oh, they're so in love. And then when he gets approached by Tiny, he's like, what the fuck? You're dating my daughter. And she's like, that's right, Dad. You tell him. But if he's not there, then he's like, oh my gosh, a chance at love? Of course. Now, do you hate him enough? She still doesn't hate him enough to kill him. Huh. She's too sad to kill him. Also, it makes it doubly sad that, like, if he knows that she's in love with them, then he's like, absolutely not. Okay. So maybe it's all between... No, because we tried that already. They're in love. But then she's also in love with Greenie. And so Tiny kills her. No, he doesn't. He's too sad. Who is enough to murder somebody in this group. Come on, guys. Haiti looks capable of murder. He is, but... There we go. Oh no, he was just being a good dad! Oh, that was the extra. He was just protecting her. I wonder what the other way is to do that. I'm not sure about that one. These are the final chapters. Edgar murders his wife. No! But why would he murder his wife? Yeah, same here, Edgar. Why? But then she'll be the one murdering her. So he accidentally dies, and then there's a seance. What? No! That's not what I wanted you to do. You need to be more of a go-getter like Isabel. How come the second I put you in front of poison, you're not like, to kill that bitch? Come on, man. Get it together. Oh. God, my skin has been breaking out like crazy. Have I changed my sheets recently? Yes, I have. Have you? Food for thought. No! Isabel's the only one willing to commit murder. And that's disappointing. Yeah, I'm very excited to have a nice working washing machine. And a dryer. I haven't had a dryer in a very long time. Edgar, how are you gonna murder your wife, dude? How's this happening? Oops. Yeah. She's the only one who will poison someone. Do we yes queen that? Okay, so if he's gonna murder his wife, it's, I guess, probably because... Okay, hold on. He's married to Lenora, right? And she's like, marry me, and he's like, no. So, she poisons Lenora. And then they get married. But then there's a seance. And he's like, what? And he's like, I'll get her. Nice, we did it. Tiny murders uncle to avenge his father. Bluey is the father of Haiti and Tiny. No. And Greenie. And then Greenie is Tiny's parent. And then Haiti kills Greenie. But why? Oops, no. Greenie. So he kills him. But then there's a seance. And Tiny finds out. And then Tiny kills Haiti. Oops. Yeah! Nice. Duke shoots detective to avoid prison. Okay. Oh no! Nice. Love revolution. The knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair. Let's go. Hi, Nick. These lessons are getting spicy. I know. I'm kind of sad that the game is as short as it is. He's too sad. Yeah, they're too sad boy to just murder the king and queen. So oh no. They don't like each other yet. I guess just saving a damsel doesn't make them fall in love with you. Food for thought. Well, what about this? Yeah! Get it! Okay. You guys are chill? Okay. I guess he doesn't know that she murdered the queen. It's good information, though. I don't care. Okay. How do we get this knight to pull up his socks and kill the king? Yeah, she doesn't give a shit about him. The queen? Surely not. You're A-okay, bud. No problems here. Okay. Yeah, I'm sad I could never create scenarios where the knight and the baron smooch, but it's fine. You love what you love, you know? He's like, nah. Ladies only. That's the first character to have that reservation. Every other character has just been like, you're not really my type, but... the first character to explicitly be like, nah. No boys. This has to be the starting point. Because... they're the only ones that care. Oh. I don't know if this counts. Oops. No, because they didn't kill the king. The queen did. The knight won't do it, dude. Yeah. The king has a straight pride shirt on. For real, yeah. They're both on the cliff just like, yeah, this is a nice time with my bro. My bro that I know won't murder me. No, my Percy's are in the car. Ruined. Just two sad guys on a cliff. This is literally the last part of the game. Let's look at this again. Tiny and Haiti wait forever. Tiny and Haiti wait forever. Yeah, our heat is on, and it's still fucking cold in this house. Both leave and return. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I haven't read or watched Godot in years. So if you're saying that it's related to the actual play, that's not helpful for me. Oh, I have no idea. I haven't watched it either. I thought you were saying, like, Dodger, this doesn't get any easier if you know Godot. And I was like, I apparently don't. I apparently don't know Godot at all. The joys of interpreting text-based communication systems. I was in here about 2 months ago talking about my wife and I having our first child soon, and now I'm a dad. He's 5 weeks old and already the coolest person I've ever met. Yo, congrats! That's so great. That's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I want to come by and say thanks for all the well wishes and good advice. Of course. I'm glad you're enjoying fatherhood. That's great. Okay. Floodgates are open. What are your ideas for this one? All but the 5th panel. Two, two, one. 221 2222. I'm pretty sure I already tried that. Maybe this. No. Yeah, I've already tried that too. I've tried all that. I've also tried that. Okay. Sure. This is the last one, dude. This is the last one. The maid is out for blood. Maid does not need much to kill the queen. Does she need much to kill the king? apparently more than that. Hmm? None of my business, says the maid. This is the only starting point that has any traction, is this. And then she's like, fuck this bitch. And then she'll kill the king, no questions asked, but it doesn't work then. We can get to the, like, they have an affair at the end, but the knight and the maid have to be the ones that murder them. She sounds like a bird. Caw-caw! Oop. They're just depresso. He won't kill the king. He's not sad enough, dude. I know, he's a good boy. That's why I think the maid has to kill both of them. But I don't see how she does that. Yeah, we need a seance, dude. Big time. Because again, like, the queen can kill the king, easy. And then the maid can kill the queen, easy. And then they're like, oh, hey, good looking. But then they didn't murder the monarchs. The queen murdered the king. No, the maid and the knight can't fall in love as long as the king and queen are alive. So they have to have reason to kill the king and queen before falling in love. Because otherwise, this is what happens. She's like, man, the king's hot. And he's like, man, the queen's the best. And no matter what, they feel this way. Also, the queen loves the king, so she breaks his heart. But the king will totally smash the maid. No problem. Which is why at the start, if you do this, the queen's like, oh, abso-fucking-lutely not. I know this is happening a lot this stream. I guess my bowels are just like having a time. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. Don't speculate about that, but do speculate about this. Oh, pick up Clarky. Not today, bitch. BRB. forgot that I was muted. I made a big noise. I was trying to spook you. And then the universe was like, what are you doing? Don't do that. What a rude bitch. Anyway, I hope you guys have thought of something here, because I certainly haven't. Watson! Beep, 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 beep. Hello, my sweet girl. Hey, Sherlock. Hey, buddy. Sherlock is just so comfy. He can't stand it. Watson solved it. Damn. Give me ideas. I know it's literally the last puzzle of the game, and I should be really staunch about not wanting help, but... Okay, some interesting ideas here. All right, let's see. No, she wants nothing to do with him, even if the king is taken. Can the king rescue the maid once the queen is kidnapped? Once the queen is kidnapped? Who's gonna kidnap the queen? Because I don't think this happens. No. But I guess the knight could save her, and then she could be like, fuck that. Can the king rescue the maid? Yes, we've done that before. But then what? We're trying to kill both of them. Queen kidnaps the maid. Knight saves the maid. Maid kills the queen. King kidnaps the knight. He won't. He has no reason to. Here. Oops. They just give each other a thumbs up. The king has no reason to kidnap the knight. He thinks they're chill. The king won't kidnap the queen either. Even if... Well, let's see. Oh my god, maybe. Yep, there we go. Oh my god, we did it. Good job, gang. It was just a lot of kidnappings. $49 out of 51. Wait, what am I missing? We never did this one. Oh my god, I never figured this one out. Holy shit. This one also has 2 versions. Fuck. Then what's the fucking point of the professor if he can't do anything about it? Here we go. Dragon dies, werewolf dies. Okay. So dragon dies is one of them. I think I get it. Got it. That's it. No! 50 out of 51! Fuck! Oh my god. Fuck. Queen suffers 4 tragedies. Fuck, I forgot about this one. How did the dragon die? I got shot. Okay. And then he takes the crown. He executes the knight. He executes the queen. Okay, so we tried having the 4 tragedies be that she was kidnapped, her throne was taken, she was murdered, and the knight was murdered, and that did not work. That was not the 4 tragedies they were looking for. So I think she has to fall in love first. She won't fall in love with these guys. I'll tell you why. Who does she love? Who's in the bubble there? She's like, nah, bitch. Absolutely not. Disgusting. Self-love. Oh. don't know. I feel like this is such a vague... Chat's in jail. That means they kept trying to help. Naughty. No. I think she has to be alive at the end, but then, like, what 4 tragedies can befall her that aren't her dying? Oh, Nick, I'm sorry. I just saw your message. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. It's literally the last one I have to figure out. My brain is shutting down. Queen suffers 4 tragedies. She's kidnapped. Son of a bitch steals the crown. Or Knight saves her. She executes him. No, that won't work. I don't know, dude. Once she's dead, she can't experience tragedies. I know that. I know that. I'm just playing around with shit. I know that she probably needs to be alive at the end. It's just difficult. Besties. I'm sorry, it just still makes me laugh that the Baron is like, as long as you're wearing a crown, it's fine. We fully tried to like, in one of the other levels, we were like, if the knight is the king, will the Baron go for him? And the answer is yes, but the knight is still like, absolutely not. All right, chat. Now you can help. God bless my poor mods trying to hold you all back. Okay, Queen kidnapped by Baron. Baron takes the crown. Knight rescues the Queen. Knight and the Queen are married. Baron executes the Knight. And then Baron executes the Queen. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay. Why not? It's on my head! Marvelous! Throughout these pages, you've created tales of love, ambition, intrigue, and vengeance. You've proven yourself worthy of the crown and the title of Storyteller. Now it's time to close the book, ponder about the possibilities of the future, and fill pages of your own story. Yeah, it does say Storyteller Tome 1. So it could be more in the future. Either DLC or another game. Yeah, I would love for it to be longer, but I understand them possibly being like, well, let's see how this does before we sink a bunch of time into it. It was cute, wasn't it? And we ended at the perfect time. It's like 3:30. I think your mods would actually die if it was longer. They wouldn't. They would just message me and be like, we're going into sub only. And I'd be like, got it. They could do DLC easily, I think. I think so too. I think they could really easily do DLC. Yeah, it was pretty short. Let's see. How much was it? It cost me 13 bucks. It's a cute little puzzle game for 13 bucks. Obviously, there are... Oh, is this... Wait, it's restarted! It's restarted! Can't believe this. Shut it down. Unreal. Yes. You know, I think Hollow Knight is a game that people bring up all the time to be like a game that's under 20 bucks that offers an insane amount of content. But like, not every game can be Hollow Knight, you know? Shorter than the Steam refund period is a pretty big rest in peace for games. Hollow Knight should have cost more. I'm surprised at the price point for Hollow Knight, for sure. But it did make it an extremely good, accessible game, you know? That game is Terraria for me. Massive amount of content and super cheap, yeah. Yeah, I meant accessible, like, price point wise. But I'm sure I've seen lots of people talking about ways that Silksong could be better, like, play accessibility wise, mechanics accessibility wise. The other mods are talking about Terraria, and I don't need to get into another game. I've tried to get into Terraria many times, and all I want to do in that game is dig. And you might say, that's all you're supposed to do in that game, Dodger. Not according to most of the people that I try to play with. Yeah. Oh my god. The other day, Diggy Diggy Hole came on my Spotify while I was cooking, and Sam came into the kitchen and was like, are you trying to kill me? What is this? Why is this playing in our house? It's like, what's wrong, Sam? It is a good song. I can't imagine how many times he's heard it in his life. So, you know. He's forgotten his roots. That's the Windrose cover is what I was playing. Windrose in general is great. My husband introduced our 5-year-old to that. She would not stop asking me to play it for a month straight. That's cute. I was still in high school when that came out. Yeah. What is time? I feel like almost every time we talk about a song, someone looks it up and goes, haha, that came out 20 years ago. What you gonna do? Truly. Time, please chill. Time will never chill. Never ever. The itchy hair, a classic. Groundhog Day came out after I was born. I was shocked to find out. It came out in the 90s, didn't it? Groundhog Day? Yeah, I mean, if it came out in the 90s, that means it came out after I was born as well, so. Poor Sam. He messaged me while I was pooping. He messaged me and was like, hey, FYI, the washer and dryer are not here yet. I am going to have to grab Clarky in a minute. And if we miss the washer and dryer and I have to reschedule it, I might scream. So, just so you know, I love you a lot. I was like, okay, cool. We're I was talking about this yesterday, but we're in kind of an in-between stage right now. We don't have internet at the new place yet, which generally is totally fine. I don't mind that. But you know, if I need to do something in the evening, say like tonight we have Hellions, right? So I've been figuring out like, okay, obviously like the bottom of the barrel option is that I'm just on the Discord call on my phone. But you know, the one step up from that is hotspotting with the laptop, and maybe that'll work, you know, etc. So, trying to figure out stuff like that for my evening commitments, you know. But hopefully we'll have internet soon, or at least an internet option soon. And yeah, we have a fridge now. We got a fridge today. A washer and dryer is supposed to be delivered today, but has not shown up yet, according to my sweet love. So that's good. How did you manage the RPG last night? Godforged? We slept here, all three of us. And poor Clarky was like, I just want to go in my bed. And we were like, I know, honey, but it's literally I know that you can't appreciate this, but it's the last session of a D&D campaign that's gone on for 3 years, and we cannot miss it. So we're sleeping here tonight. And she was like, meh. Yeah, it was very emotional, Clarky. I know that means nothing to you, but it was great. I heard you're going to start playing Pathfinder. Yeah, yes. I've never played it before, so it's going to be kind of a hiccup learning how to play it. This D&D is older than you. That wouldn't be true. Kid's almost 5. It would be fun to be in a campaign that was long enough that I could say that, though. Yeah, I told her that I played a rabbit, and she thought that was fun. So, you know, you appeal to the child however you can. It's like daddy plays a big bear, mommy plays a rabbit, and it's very fun. And we've done it for 3 years. Hope you enjoy Pathfinder. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun. Sunforged, as far as I know, is still going to be D&D. But that won't be for months. We'll be starting that in a few months, so. Fabia's a great role model for small kids. Look, at the end of the day, for Fabia, it's do what you want and kiss who you want. You know? So, it's not too bad. There's nuance there, obviously, but like generally that's the vibe. Speaking of Godforge, Joe just went live. Oh, perfect. We'll raid into Joe. That's perfect, perfect. Does she grasp the concept of years yet? I mean, time in general is kind of meaningless for kids. It takes living through certain amounts of time and having things reiterated over and over again for them to really understand. Like, Clark has a general idea of how long a minute is now, but that's only because so often I'll be like, you can do this for 1 minute and then we need to, you know, redirect to the next thing. It's only if you're like doing that sort of shit often that they sort of get a concept, right? Her bedtime game is always 10 minutes long. She knows if she didn't get the full 10 minutes. She feels it now, right? If a timer goes off, she'll be like, that was never 10 minutes, you know, sort of a thing. And sometimes she's right. Sometimes we fucked up and it wasn't a 10-minute timer, you know? So reiterating consistently about that sort of stuff. But you're right. Something like years, a year doesn't make much sense, right? She knows conceptually like, oh, a year is the amount of time that it takes for us to go around the sun once. So I've been around the sun almost 5 times, you know, like sort of a thing. But yeah. Knows facts, but not the general feeling of time. Yeah, exactly. Knows that there's 60 seconds in a minute, but like, you know, took a really long time to actually know that what it felt like to have a minute. How did we like Storyteller? We liked it. We did all of it. Hold on. Actually, I want to look and see. I only got 3 out of 11 achievements in Storyteller. What am I missing? What the hell? Wow. Yeah, there's a bunch of like little goofy side things that you can try to do that have nothing to do with achieving the end goal. So one of them is like get two frogs to kiss. How long did it take to play all of it? We started playing it pretty quick. We started playing it around I don't know, 12:30 at the latest, right? So it took like 3-ish hours, something like that. So yeah, not a super long game, which from what I understand has been the biggest what's the word for it? The thing people have complained about the most. Complaint, drawback, yeah. Sure. I think it's hard because depending on the type of game, it feels like it should be longer or it should be shorter. I tend to feel like most RPGs can be shorter than they are. You know, most of the time an RPG feels like, all right, that's enough. That's enough, you know? But but games like this where it's sort of a, you know, brain teaser puzzle game, I felt like that could have been a little bit longer. I'm not mad about it, but I tend to think that puzzle games, especially ones where you enjoy the mechanics, should be endless. I don't think a game like this could be endless because everything I think has to be tested so much to make sure that it works for the end results, you know? But yeah, it was fun. It was fun enough that I wish it was longer, if that helps. Um, but I'm not mad about it. No washer dryer, I assume. Rip. He said he's gonna come get me after he gets Clark. But I never got a yay, our washer dryer is here message. So, what are you gonna do? Who's plumbing it in? The washer dryer? Like, who's installing it? The people who are delivering it are installing it. I'm not doing that. I don't trust myself to do that shit. Absolutely not. Although, with our luck, after today being told, I don't know what this pipe is. Is it a gas pipe? Just maybe they hadn't finished. They're not in our house at all. They have not been delivered. They are nowhere. They don't exist yet. They're in the soup of the universe that has not quite entered my peripheral, you know? When I was talking to my brother, oh my God, when I went to see my brother, I went to see his show in Luton, and my brother was like, "Oh, I really like your jacket. It's my big like green corduroy jacket that I've had forever." And I was almost like, "I've had this jacket forever, Jared. Thanks for noticing, right?" But instead, I decided to redirect and be like, "My family calls this my egg jacket. Have I told you why?" And he was like, "No." And the second I started explaining, the entire room, everyone stopped talking. I wish I was joking. Every single person in that club stopped talking while I was like, well, one time I went out to get eggs from the coop and I put one of the eggs in my pocket and holy shit, it's quiet in here. And everyone was like, go on, finish the story. And I was like, okay, I put an egg in my pocket and I forgot about it. And then when I put the jacket back on, there was a crushed egg in the pocket. And everyone was like, good story. It's like, so that's why we call it my egg jacket. And my sister-in-law was like, I really hope you washed it well. I was like, I have. I promise. She was like, okay. So, 15 to 20 people heard me tell a story about an egg cracking in my jacket. So that's nice. The chickens have moved. Yeah, the chickens are at the new house. They're happy, I think. They're annoyed, but they're happy. I literally stopped working to hear that story. It's like I'm reliving it. But anyway, yep. Oh my God. Have any of you guys... I keep getting videos about this, and I'm wondering any of you who are like that perfect intersection of like animal videos and also like food stuff. Have any of you guys been seeing the Feldy One egg yolk thing? So like somebody was like, I get special cat food for my cats because I'm allergic to them. And it's cat food that is supposed to like neutralize the FeLD1, which is like the allergen that or one of the first allergens that we knew about that you can have toward cats, right? It's food that neutralizes that so that you feel the effects of the allergy less or not at all. And this person was like, I looked at the back and it says that literally the only thing that's added is egg yolk. If I just add egg yolk like powdered egg yolk to my cat's food, does that do the same thing? And it's become like this whole huge thing where like people who specialize in allergens have been like, no, not necessarily, maybe, but it's specifically chickens who have been around cats or have interacted with the allergen, and then their yolks contain what is necessary, kind of like when people are allergic to something and they eat a lot of honey from an area where that thing grows, and it sort of helps. It's like the same kind of an idea, I guess. And so if the chickens are around cats a lot, their egg yolks can be added to cat food and will potentially neutralize the FeLD1. Which is really interesting to me. So now I'm like, should I start putting I don't even need it. But like we were talking before about like how I'm always stuffy, and someone was like, maybe you're allergic to cats. And I was like, holy shit, maybe I am. So now I'm like, my cats don't shed that much, but my sister-in-law has a Maine Coon with hella hair. So I'm like, do I create a deal here? do I create a deal here where I'm like, give me cat hair. I'm gonna add it to the bedding for my chickens. They're gonna be, you know, interacting with the cat hair, right? And then in exchange, I'll give you eggs, right? I'll give you eggs for cat hair, and then hopefully the eggs that my chickens produce make it so that I am potentially less allergic to cats if I am allergic to cats. Anyway, it's interesting. Hi, Watson. Hi, baby girl. She was like, "Are you talking about cats?" Anyways, I don't know if it'll work or not. Because there's a difference between like the saliva and the skin and the hair, and like they're all different allergy shits, right? But potentially the hair would have all of those things on it, right? So, oh my God. I'll give you eggs for cat hair, achieving the dream of being a weird RPG quest giver. Yeah. It's worth a try. That's what I think. Yep. I just want to be able to do laundry. I want to be able to do laundry. That sounds tight as hell. British accent is strong today. For who? Sam just texted me and said that he looked out the back door and found the washer and dryer just sitting there. And was like, I paid for installation, but okay. It's like apparently they just dropped it off and just left. And I was like, what? So I said, I guess we'll be installing a washer and dryer when I get home. He was like, I guess we will. Yeah. Anywho, we'll figure it out. It's fine. Cutie pie. Cutie pootie. Cutie pootie. Cutie pootie. Ba 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 ba. Our house alarm was meant to be fitted. They dropped it off, then sent an out of hours engineer person and got it sorted. Interesting. I know. That's what I'm worried about, is that it's going to be too heavy. So we'll see. It's not like I'm swole, so Sam's body's still busted from taking a tumble on a mountain. And I'm a baby, so I don't know. I have no idea if we'll be able to lift that shit. No, we don't have a dolly. I'm worried it'll be too heavy, but Sam will try to lift it anyway because he has wasp energy. He does have wasp energy, yeah. Well, here's my worry. We need to at least figure out how to get it in the house quickly because the weather here, it rains whenever it fucking feels like it, and I don't want it raining on our washer and dryer. So yeah, I appreciate the concept of just call somebody, which Sam is, but we need to get them in a house. Yeah, Sam's taking care of it, guys. Don't worry. He's doing the old strongly worded letter, except over the phone. Yeah, he just needs to pretend that he's playing League. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just annoying. All right, I'm just realizing it's the top of the hour. Let's see. Yes, we're going to be rating Joe Fudge. I remember this now. And our activity feed. Runner27, thank you for the 75 months. Space Pirate Pluto for the gifted subs. Holy shit, 20 subs from Pluto. Thank you so much, bud. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Everybody who has gifted a sub, please take the time to say thank you. That's very generous. Also, Pluto, thank you for the 2 years. I appreciate it, bud. Telly, thank you for the 39. A Thorn for the 40. Kyleston for subscribing. Again, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much. Graded Juice for the 4, April for the 57, Asgram for the 26, Buden Louie for the 61, Firax for the 96, which is 8 years, I believe. Happy anniversary. Thank you very, very much. Zico, thank you for the 86. Dream Reg for the raid. Thank you again. Emerald Soul for the 55. Amici for the 49. Imthams for the 67. Shay for the 29. Maya Sum for the 9. Happy Twitch baby. Simeon Wizard for the 49. Hypixion for the 92. Ebony Blackwell for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. And Zelda for the 32. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go ahead and raid Joe. Joe was our DM for Godforged, and it's all over. It all ended yesterday. It was very emotional. Bree sobbed through the entire thing, not to call her out or anything, but it's just facts. It was great. So go say hi. Spread love, spread joy to Joe, who's wonderful. And I will talk to you guys again later. We've got Hellions tonight if you're looking for something to watch, but otherwise I'll be here for our normal stream tomorrow. Okay, say bye. Bye.